Welcome to part 2 of our 3 easy summer dress videos. We are going to start off with what we need, which is our knit fabric, flowers is optional, and our loop turny thingy. I'll have the descriptions to that below. We're going to get our dress that we made in the last video, and we're going to outline it from the armhole all the way down, but I suggest that you remove 2 inches from the bottom and you add 1.25 inches to the top, and then just draw a line straight across. Above that line straight across, I added 2.25 inches, and I just drew another line 2.25 inches above that line. But right now we are cutting out the outline for the dress, and then we're going to cut out these 2 strips. Alright, so these are 2.5 inches up, and it's as wide as the dress. This is going to be our facing. So now I put the dress over the 2 strips that I cut out, and I'm just cutting out the shape of that top part there, because that's what it's going to be on the inside of the fabric to keep it nice and smooth. Alright, now at this point we're going to turn them right sides facing, both the facing and the dress, and we're going to stitch on the side seam of the dress and the side seam of the facing right there. Yeah, right now we're just going to be cutting out strips. These are going to be our straps for the shoulders. So I did mine about 1.25 inches wide, and I just did mine long. I think I probably did 24 inches, but it wasn't long enough. But I stretched it afterwards and it was long enough, so you're gonna see me stretching. Was that even 24 inches? Yeah, I think it was 24. And then I just stretched it like that, and it made it longer in case I needed it to be longer. At this point, with right sides together, I fold it in half, and then I'm just pinning it right now. But I'm going to take it to the machine and stitch it 3/8 of an inch away from the raw edge, not the folded edge, the raw edge. And then I'm going to use my loop turner thingy to flip it inside out and create our straps. This is how it looks when I turn it inside out. And what I did was I went back to the machine and I just did an edge stitch by the seam. Right there, you can see it's just a slight little edge stitch just to further reinforce my stitches. Alright, now we're going to go back to the top, and 3 inches away from the side seam at the front and the back, we're going to mark with pins. This is where the straps are going to go. But we're going to get the facing, and with right size facing again, we're going to put the facing over the dress, so the dress is right side up but the facing is round side up. Okay, now we're gonna get the straps. I just cut it in half, and as you see me wiggling it there, we're gonna put it right where the pin is, because we know that's 3 inches away from this side, and this is the front of the dress. We're gonna pin that in place, and then we're gonna do the other side. If you know how long your strap should be, you can just pin your straps to the back, but I didn't know how long I wanted mine to be, so I just marked it on the back. So this is the back here. I'm just marking it, and then when I go around to do the stitch at the top to secure the facing and the straps, I'm just going to skip the 2 parts at the back, so that when I go to try it on, I can stick the straps into those little holes and secure it. Okay, you'll see what I mean right now. It's all pinned, and this is the front, so we're going to stitch as normal along the top right here, and then when we go to the back, we're going to go to the pins, then we're going to skip that part about 1/2 inch, and then we're just going to stitch the center. Alright, and this is it pinned, this is it stitched, and see how secure and neat that looks. So when you fold it in, it should be nice and neat, and it shouldn't have any hem. Apache, I'm doing a voiceover. So right here is the hole that I left out, and you can see my nails sticking out from it. What we're going to do is we're going to pull the straps from the front to the back, and we can stick the we can stick the straps through the holes and just give it a little pin, try on the dress, and then secure the pins to where you feel most comfortable with, and then just stitch that little part down on the inside. All right. Now remember in the beginning I said just remove 2 inches from the bottom before cutting it? Yeah, this is what I'm doing now. I'm cutting off 2 inches from the bottom here, just like a straight line going across. What you can do is measure this entire circumference, times it by 1.5 or 2, and that will determine the strips right now that we're going to cut. After determining the length, I cut it in half so it can have like a side seam, and I went to the sewing machine and I cut it at a diagonal just like this so it has a little flounce when we're attaching it to the bottom of the dress. Don't look at my hairy legs. So right now we're doing a lattice hem on the edge, the bottom edge of our strips. Now if you don't know how to do a lattice hem, I'm going to link my video at the top. 6 easy crop tops from one pattern. Yeah, I think that's it. So it's pretty much just doing a zigzag stitch. One stitch is going to touch the cloth and the other stitch is going to go off the cloth, and this is what it's going to look like. After I did the lattice hem, I did a basting stitch at the top so we can create ruffles. You know, we like the ruffles here, so we're going to do a basting stitch at the top that we could create the ruffles. And right here you're going to see me pulling on the basting stitch to create the ruffles. We're going to keep pulling on the ruffles until it fits the bottom of the hem as shown, and then with right side facing we're going to pin the top of the strip to the bottom of the dress. I just like zoned out so much. And this is it sewn on the wrong side here, and then I'm going to show you on the right side. See how cute that is? Okay, so now going back to the top, I tried on the dress and I decided where I wanted my pins to be. So I'm taking out the pin from the outside, going on the inside, repinning it, and then I'm just going to do the little stitch going across. After I secured the back straps, I went and I got inside seam allowance of the front right here. You can see me pulling it up towards the top of the dress. So that's me pulling it up towards the top, and then we're going to do an edge stitch going along on the facing, not on the dress, on the facing. Alright, so it helps it keep the facing on the inside of the dress. Then I also did a slight little tack on both side seams to keep the facing down. Right there, just a little hidden, you know, stitch, back stitch. Right here, this is optional. I don't know, I just wanted to add something different. I just like 2 inches down from the center, 2 inches down from the top, in the center of the front of the dress, I just did like some really big hand stitches, and then I pulled it to create a ruching. Oh guys, I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, you can hear it in my voice, can't you? To create the ruching. But I suggest if you want a more of a sweetheart effect, to do it 3 inches down instead of 2 inches, because after I saw how the dress looked on me, I was like, oh, this sweetheart is basic, you know? So this is how it will come out afterwards. A nice little whoosh whoosh. And I was actually going to put some flowers all over the front, but then I decided to plop just one flower there. So I stitched it, popped it on, and this is it done. Alright, yes, the dress is done. Ding 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 ding.
I love the colorful clothes you wear, and the way the sunlight plays upon her head. I love the colorful clothes you wear, and the way the sunlight plays upon her head. I love the colorful clothes you wear, and the way the sunlight plays upon her head. I love the colorful clothes you wear, and the way the sunlight plays upon her head. Light. head so big?
Hmm?
Your head so big? Yeah, big head. This is a cute big head. I love the colorful Gucci, and the way the sunlight plays upon her head. I love the colorful Gucci, and the way the sunlight plays